following program contains opinions, observations, and a few jokes that take direct aim at the ideology of white supremacy. On this podcast, we attack ideas, not individuals. If anything said on this show makes you feel an overwhelming urge to physically confront white evangelicals, Trump voters, or anyone else, please note that would be a personal life choice, not legal advice, not encouragement, and definitely not covered under our weak-ass insurance plan. Enjoy the show.
This is the N-Word Podcast. And of course, we're back.
We're back.
We're back for another season. I've been under this idea that we shouldn't do season 3, episode 1, season 4, episode 1. I think we should just do season 3.
Period.
Episode 18.
Okay.
Because if you go to our YouTube channel,
Okay.
or if you go to that, wherever you find us on streams,
We're everywhere.
and you
Mostly.
count up the amount of episodes,
Yeah.
including this episode,
Sure.
you will find that it will be episode 18.
But
18 episodes,
yeah, that's cool.
including this one.
That's great.
Which, it is great because it lets me know that we are still young in the
N-Word Podcast. is
The
still-
N-Word Podcast is still young.
Yeah.
I am still young. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa.
I feel like your reaction was very we're definitely not young.
Oh no, I'm still young. Please believe.
Okay, cool. Same team, same page.
Yeah.
I
I was just trying to clarify. Who we is.
appreciate the clarification because the people need it.
Yes.
I need it as well. But yeah, we're still a young podcast. And even though within the span of 2 seasons and starting the 3rd, we only have, under
19.
20 episodes.
Yeah. I like short seasons. I'm currently making my way through The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I would argue we are working our way through. You seem to enjoy it sometimes.
Emphasis on argue.
Okay.
Emphasis on argue, for sure.
But there's so many episodes. And it's just damn, son. We're really here. I like short seasons, I think. Get it in, get it out. Let's mark the time. That's also why I like the seasons. I like to be able to mark the time.
I also feel like because of the many things that we do, it's a good way to take a break.
Yeah.
It's a good way to, let some air in between our lives and producing a podcast.
Totally.
I also think it's an interesting way to approach it, given how it seems like everybody else approaches it in a very consistent way. I feel like people are either making podcast episodes 2 to 3 times a week,
Yeah.
or once a week,
Yeah.
or in some frequency. But for us, I like this idea of all right, let's do a bunch of episodes, take a break, walk away from it,
Yeah.
and pull back up again. I will say, though, that we should get a bit healthier in letting our audience know that we're leaving.
Sure.
I personally will take accountability for that. That's just the person that I am.
I mean, I will say, though, I think the seasons thing also is a way of kind of giving yourself grace as a creator, as creatives. If the idea is that, sometimes when you're working on a project or creating content or whatever, and then life happens and you have to stop or slow down for whatever reason, it can feel well, fuck, I'd stopped doing this thing, so I guess I don't do this thing anymore. How am I going to pick it back up?
Yeah.
But I think that for this particularly the N-word podcast, for what we use it for, how it's a part of our work with the South, and like how we're doing some of our storytelling work. I think it's the way that we break it down, it fits our life. It fits our lifestyle. It fits how we have to kind of move doing. And I also see people that do podcasts or the other episodic things doing it like we're focusing on this topic for this season, and this topic will be more like this season will be something else. So yeah, I think there's definitely like refinement, and like, you know, because I think one of my favorite parts about doing this podcast is the relationship with the audience, and the way that people that listen to it engage with us in real life. That's super fun, or even online and in comments and stuff. So I think that we want to, part of like building that relationship is keeping our audience updated with like what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. And, you know, we've been gone for about 5 to 6 months. And I will say that, you know, new year, new me.
Okay.
One thing that I really want to focus on this year is creating all year.
Yeah.
I want to be intentional about walking into every month and every week creating something, especially on the, you know, social media design level, social media like political education. I have these like creative bursts, and then I like disappear.
I think that's true for a lot of creatives.
Yeah. And I feel like for me, I want to be a bit more consistent and see what that consistency does. I feel like walking into every year, maybe for the last 2 or 3 years, consistency has really been a thing for me. And it started off with working out and, you know, being healthy as far as Fitness Bay, eating healthy, you know, drinking water and shit. And now I'm like, all right, well, that has worked well enough to where I've established this as like a new ass lifestyle.
You've done a great job.
And maybe doing that as a creative will allow me to reach some of these goals I've always been trying to reach.
How are you doing that? What are some of the ways that you're setting yourself up to be successful in your goal?
So, like I was mentioning, walking into every month and like, you know, low-key every week, creating. So one example of that is every week I'm trying to post something on our social media page, The South, especially like on Instagram. Well, mainly it's on Instagram right now. I feel like that's where we're most concentrated, even though we're on TikTok.
The rest of the places feel a little
suspect.
All over the place.
People
are hopping off TikTok all like.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
the new
true.
terms and conditions stuff. I haven't.
That's true.
Read it in depth, but as far as I've heard folks' analysis and understanding, it's no bueno.
Word.
And also, you know, not that we're like super enthusiastic about the, I think he's Taiwanese person who, not Taiwanese, I think he's from Singapore, who was the CEO previously of TikTok before it got banned by the Biden administration. But these new people are among the worst of the worst in our white supremacist, white nationalist, elite oligarch situation here in the United States. So,
translation, they will be taking our data.
They are definitely taking our data.
And handing it over to the AI niggas.
Right,
semi-creative.
Totally.
Again, well, one thing I'll say, given the segue we just took, is that we should definitely, especially as a firm, in business, we should have a meeting about what social media platforms do we actually benefit from, and also what does it like, which ones make the most sense for us to be on for all. Because the threats are threatening.
And there are also new platforms that offer new opportunities.
For sure.
Like
Tubi.
Tubi is a one example. I think Spill is a Black-owned, Black-centered social media platform that I've heard lots of really great things about.
I will also add that, no matter where you go,
Yeah.
we should definitely be doing, the folks out there should definitely be doing research.
Due diligence.
Due diligence for show. Because, there's a bunch of weirdos out there that we can't actually trust, even though they're building these dope platforms.
Yeah.
And speaking of platforms, again, going back to the creative vibes.
Talk to me.
Posting weekly, trying to do this thing where I take ideas and understandings that I have and dive into deep research about them, and then figure out all right, how do I articulate this in design and through social media? So things like that, I feel like taking, when I look back at just me as a creative, I feel like graphic design has always been the one that I've been really successful at, especially in terms of being able to make people feel feel the message and also receive a message. And also it's just been a place where, or it's been a tool where I've enjoyed the ability to express myself and then also get better at design. And so when I think about, getting back to my level of consistent creative output throughout the year, I think about going back to my creative roots, and that is graphic design. Even though as a creative, I'm doing photography, I'm doing videography, I'm fucking with audio and lights to bring this damn podcast together. Streetwear design, so a lot of things, and sometimes a person like me can get very distracted at which bucket am I really fulfilling on the creative scale. So, focusing on graphic design and keeping it simple while also trying to get these messages out, trying to get these stories out, trying to get these ideas out.
Yeah, there's so much to say. Yeah, totally. This is one of my favorite designs that you've ever done.
The beauty of creating so much is that you have these moments where you're like, oh yeah, I did design that.
I did design that. This is also I think the first sweatshirt of yours that I stole when we first started dating.
Many, many moons ago.
Almost 10 years ago, over 10 years ago.
We love it?
I have a very vivid visual of you in this sweatshirt and be like, he's so cool. He's so dreamy. Where the time goes.
What can I say?
Jesus. Anyways.
Sorry, girl.
Moving on. Yeah. But yeah, it has been a while, but I am really grateful for this as a creative outlet that we've been able to sustain and been able to challenge each other to be consistent with it.
Yeah, and I feel like, it's also a good place for us to reflect and all right, reflect, have conversations. There's even one angle of this that I'm like, I need to use this podcast as a way to low-key check in with you and low-key steal time from our life.
For real.
To be like, what's up, boo?
Yeah.
How are you?
We don't
even though we live with each other, talk to each other, see each other, take care of the kids together, do life together.
Yeah.
There's a reality that sometimes we're moving so quickly through these moments of life where we don't actually get time to sit down and be like, how are you?
Yeah, because there's so much life happening.
So much life happening. And you enjoy your time. You enjoy your time alone?
Yeah.
I enjoy my time alone.
Absolutely.
When you be watching your police shows and your wife shows, It's like, let me just let her be, child. And sometimes I get caught up, which is why I was saying you can argue whether or not I'm watching the Housewives of Utah.
I see. Okay.
The fact that
it's
I did
Salt Lake City.
Okay, child.
But,
I was close.
You were close.
I was
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, there is so much life happening, and as Felicia, our good homie Felicia Perez says, it's also important to really document these times.
Yes.
Right? Like, we are living through, it's just, I mean, the word unprecedented is not the right word. It's like
shit show and chaos come up to me.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. There's no other way to say it. And like, there's a ton of collapsing, and there's a ton of like trying to like build and newness, and you know, it's important to just be able to like be a witness. I do think that's a really important role that all of us have right now, in addition to resisting and caring for each other and finding new ways to like hold up to shape a society as these old ways are dying. It is really important for us to like watch and observe and to document all of what we're experiencing.
I will close that part of the conversation by saying fuck ICE. And you know, we'll talk about these things throughout
our time this season. Yeah.
Our time this season. You know, another thing about like being able to pause and reflect and recap our time away. I think I'm walking into this season with certain goals and ideas that I want to like really hit the nail on the head with. I want to do more research going into episodes. I want to make sure I am enunciating. One of my favorite fantasy personalities. He's also an ESPN like sports data guy as well. He apparently he was naming that Greenie is one of the best enunciators on television.
He is.
And I was like, oh, niggas is getting awards and acknowledgement for enunciation, bitch. Okay, say less, American ass niggas. I'm coming for the fucking champ, nigga. What up, Greenie?
You're okay.
Okay. Let me relax. But yes, enunciating
is important.
Being very clear about what I am saying.
Yeah. Let the people hear your thoughts.
Let the people hear my thoughts. You know, I'm walking into this season hella intentional about how I am enunciating everything that I say.
I love that for us.
So if you hear a little white man twang, that's because I want to project. No, fuck that. Because you can enunciate as your
in all vernaculars.
In all vernaculars.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Nigga.
My brother. Let me stop. What was I going to say? Oh, another thing I'm walking into this season with is our children will be looking back at this. So I want to, and not even on some like, oh, I gotta like hide parts of myself. It's just more so like, hey, make sure 10, 20 years from now, you feel really good about what you're saying and doing. I mean,
it's come up on YouTube for Noir before.
I mean,
she's like,
what a time.
She's like, you and Daddy came up on the TV. And I was like, oh yeah, we have a podcast.
It's only a matter of time before she just clicks it, and she's like, or we walk into the room and her and Rose are like
watching us
20 minutes in, just locked in. Like,
there will definitely be moments that they cringe about, but that's okay.
That is okay.
Speaking of also updating our audience, though, we have to bring everybody up to speed on our MAGA Neighbors. Yeah.
Bring them in. That is the last place that we left off.
That's right. We were talking about, because it was around July 4th, and we were talking about...
Was it July 4th?
Yeah, because we were talking about the experience that we had the experience that Noir and I had. So our neighbors who we knew were MAGA, then like Noir's playing outside with their kid, and then the kid comes out with a MAGA hat on. It's very upsetting. Anyways, so we talked about it on the podcast, right? And then we're in New Orleans,
Doing a panel about our podcast
at Netroots Nation. Shout out Felicia.
Netroots Nation. Shout out Felicia. Beautiful circle back, call back.
Let me do this story time, okay?
All right. Let me know. I feel like I need to add the emphasis.
Sure, you can add.
Yeah. So I need to add the spice to it.
So we're at Netroots doing the panel. Our neighbor messages me. I get like a call from our neighbor before we are like, as we're getting ready for the panel, and I'm like, oh, I can't talk, and I'm like, I'll hit you back after I'm done with this thing. And
so wait. You answered?
No, I didn't answer. I messaged her back.
Text
she
her
called
back.
me and I text her back saying I can't talk.
Seconds before the panel.
Correct.
So this is like while you're on the panel, you're
Correct.
like, girl, neighbor.
Yes.
Cannot.
I'll hit you back.
I'll hit you back.
Yeah, because I also like when she hits me up, I'm like, maybe there's something wrong with the house. We're out of town.
Of course.
Who knows what's going on? So I'm like,
a hole in our roof.
Literally, because it's happened before.
Yes, per last couple episodes. The infamous hole in the roof.
With the raccoon. So anyway, I'm like, I call afterwards, after the panel, great conversation. We literally talk about this moment and how we're experiencing our neighbors and trying to figure out how to relate to them in this moment.
The duality of our neighbors being MAGA.
But also good neighbors.
But also being good neighbors. Is it MAGA or MAGA?
I say MAGA, but that also sounds very Midwestern when I just heard it. MAGA. That's how I say it. MAGA. Yeah.
Anyways, the duality of our neighbors being MAGA and also being good people. Mm-hmm. And not only good people, very helpful people.
Yes, and like MAGA, specifically people who not only voted for Trump wear the hat, have the hat, display it around.
We were talking about that on the panel, and in real time, Angela's getting a message from our neighbor, the person.
I'm assuming being a good neighbor. So, anyways, after the panel, we're leaving, walking out, we're saying hi to people, and then I call her hey, what's up? And then she goes, hey, so I found your podcast.
And to be clear, Angela's on the phone. I'm outside, imagine a convention center and there's different rooms. I'm out in the hallway talking to our homies, and I'm Angela's across from us.
I'm walking ahead, maybe 200 feet from him.
And all I see is Angela expressing herself with her body in ways that I have never actually seen before.
I'm falling over.
She's falling to the ground. She's I
drop to my knees because I'm just
she drops
what?
To her knees. She's
and you have to in hindsight, I'm okay, well, yeah, they found the podcast, but in the moment, I'm
over here with the homies. I don't know what's going on.
But in my head, I'm the internet is so segregated, right? Mm-hmm. The type of media that they are receiving is not the type of media that they're receiving. There's no way in my head that they're gonna stumble upon the N-word podcast, right?
Right.
But so she's I found the podcast, and I'm I can't. I'm just shocked. And she's I just wanted to say, didn't mean to offend you with the hat, didn't mean to upset anybody or make you uncomfortable. We'll put it away. And I'm just seizing. I'm can't breathe. I'm okay, wow.
I go up to her and I'm Angela, are you okay? What happened? She's literally speaking in tongue. And I'm just what are you trying to say? She's found our podcast. I'm shit, boy. I'm gonna let you handle that.
Her brother, her brother's gay, and he doesn't like that. He has issues with the hat too, and he sent her this podcast that's MAGA Neighbors, and he's ha, you should listen to this. And I've never met her, but I don't know if her brother knows who we are or not. But
no clue.
She's I'm listening to it. And I realized that I'm like, is this is Angela and Kevin? She's like, I pause it and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I'm like, she's, so I said, I appreciate you calling me. I said, I'm sorry that you kind of found out this way. Like, we weren't trying to be disrespectful or anything. She's like, no, I'm not mad. It's fine. And she was more like trying to be like unapologetic. And she was kind of trying to be apologetic, I should say. And she was like, kind of explain, she's like, I'm free Palestine. Like, I don't think the hat is really, I didn't think it meant anything, or I didn't think it meant like everything that you all said that it means on the show. Because we're like, this symbolized like, you are not a safe space for us. And like, that's just very clear to me. I think more and more life as time has gone by in the last year and a half, it's been very clear that more and even more so that like the hat. And she's like, I guess I called her an anchor baby on the episode. She was like, you totally clocked it. I am an anchor baby. My mom, I was just like,
how you do it? Is it this finger or this finger?
I think it's
Angela don't know. Come on, boo. I don't keep up.
I am young, but I'm not Gen Z young. Don't
clock me, boy. I'm not trying to look like a Bieber's girl.
No, it's not this. It's this.
What did she do?
This is like the.
We're showing our age. Let's move on.
Okay, cool. Anyways, but yeah, so it was just like this moment where I was floored. One, that she found it. Two, that her response to it. I will say, and then I was like, well, I'm still at this event. Like, I would love to talk to you more about it.
Life hits you fast when you talk about your neighbors on a podcast.
Thinking ain't no way.
And then they hit you back up.
It's just like, oh,
they hit you up like, yo, we found your podcast.
And like, it's not just her. It's like, there's like several people that live in this household. And like now our kids are friends with her kids. And like they play outside together. So it's like, anyway, so when we came back, I did have a conversation with her. And it was just really illuminating in the context of like, this whole like left and right thing is actually not a helpful framework for us to be operating in at all. Right. Like, it's just not. There's
more depth.
It's more layered, right?
Yeah.
Like, from how she explained it to me, she basically is someone that you might say is like MAGA, like Make America Healthy Again. The idea of like not. She
said MAGA.
You never heard of MAGA?
No, I thought we were talking about seafood.
Oh.
When you said MAGA, I was like.
Okay.
Like,
anyways,
MAGA
stands for Make America Healthy Again. It's the subset of this movement that's like, doesn't trust pharmaceuticals, very anti like vaccine. Like, she said, I support Trump because he supported RFK. She's like, I got the hat because we went to a rally and somebody was giving them out, and that's why we have it. And I was like, okay, am I like? There's a part of me that is. Well,
it's cool that they were giving away hats.
Yeah, I mean, sure. How do you think everybody has those hats? How do you think there's so many of them?
I thought they were actually purchasing them.
No. I mean, some people purchase them. I imagine,
there's definitely a population of people that have purchased those hats. But I mean,
they're so prolific, if you will. Like,
way to get the message out.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely was a very formative experience for me. This was like literally like in July, and like the summer was all very intense and busy, and like, but I was just like, damn, it helped me feel having that moment with her, because she also could have been shitty about it. Like she could have been like, she could have not said anything and just like kind of like been a bitch to me or have an attitude when we come back and just like not like treat us differently. But she was just like, well, let's talk about this. And there's a lot that it just reminded me that there's a lot more for some. I just want to be clear. I know that there's a good chunk of Trump supporters, people that wear those MAGA hats that are very racist, very misogynistic. Like, they are team white supremacy 100%. And also, there are a subset of people that voted for Trump or that have a MAGA hat that actually agree with our values a lot more than we might think.
Word.
And it doesn't mean that, like, all of the other things aren't true. It doesn't mean that, like, you were willing to excuse racism
Right.
and evidence of sexual assault
Nah.
in order to vote for this person. But it does mean that there are ways that I can find common ground with you.
Definitely ways you can find common ground. I also can appreciate that, you know, our politics, I know my politics for sure, my politics are very nuanced and layered, and, you know, you gotta stay with me type shit. Like, you gotta keep up with me to figure out where I'm at on the political map for real, because although I'm not gonna be, you know, on the right talking about some, you know, fuck these niggas' ability to vote, I am definitely all over what folks will call the left. I'm all over that spectrum. And, you know, I can appreciate the fact that our politics is not so stiff that we would show our ass on a podcast about our neighbors.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they have a very opposite experience or reaction.
Yeah.
And, you know, now we're at war with our neighbors. But
That would suck.
yeah, that would suck. But also, again, just I'm happy that, like, you know, we're representing ourselves in a real ass way.
Yeah.
So much so that when our neighbors check us about our podcast, it's
it's
all peace.
It's
and
easy to stand on business because we're not. Yeah, we're literally only speaking truth and our truth, especially.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely was a crazy experience, and shout out to the folks who are listening to us on their iHeartRadio podcast app, because that's, I guess, apparently where he found us.
We outside.
Yeah.
And speaking of outside, it is Black History Month.
We love it. We love it.
Where we last left off in our podcast, we were totally in Black August, and our last episode was with our Asian brother.
The one that we recorded, yeah.
Last recorded, but didn't air.
Yeah.
Didn't put out.
Right.
It was with our Asian brother, Greg Siendena. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I?
It's Sindana. I've never heard.
Sindana.
Yeah.
Greg Sindana.
Yeah, I'm sure
You've never heard me say Siendena?
No, I've never heard you say that.
So you got to understand. I'm Haitian.
Sure.
I'm also very cultured and layered. My
Yeah.
experience represents the diaspora
Absolutely.
in a very true way.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some way, version of place in the world where they say his name that way.
I hang with the Dominicans. I hang with the Haitians, or not the Haitians, the Jamaicans. You know, I hang with, you know, my Bahamian brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm from South Florida, where we see a range of people and culture. So when I see the names and how it's spelled, in my mind, I'm like, well, which one of my experiences?
There's an Inye in there somewhere.
There's an Inye. Indiana. You know, I'm like,
Love you, Greg. Shout out.
Shout out, Greg.
But can't stop, won't stop.
Can't
fam.
stop, won't stop. The way you looked at me, it was just like
I tried to grab the face. I tried to grab it, but it already came out.
The way you looked at me, it
jumped out at you.
It was like reaction on reaction. It was like you had a reaction to what I said, and then I had a reaction to you looking at me like, and I'm just like, girl, just say what I did wrong. Because clearly I did something wrong. Sindiana. Sorry, Greg.
Yes, we have the Black
So
August.
annoying. It's so annoying. We have the Black August episode.
Yeah.
it wasn't really a Black August episode.
No, we recorded it in August.
We recorded it in August.
Yeah.
That's going to be an episode that we will probably likely put out after this episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's make sure we show up and show out for Black History Month.
Yeah, one of the things I'm trying to do is make it feel really fun and exciting for the girls. Like trying to, and if you all out there have things that you're doing with your kiddos to make Black History Month lit, let us know.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're doing watching, like videos about historical figures at dinner on YouTube. Trying to do like a Sunday Black History Month dance party.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just a little make it we have the record player with a bunch of iconic Black albums. So that
Maybe
feels
we should
like,
be doing Sunday dinner as well with that dance party.
listen,
That sounds
I'm
great.
trying to hit set goals that I know I can hit.
Okay.
Sunday dinner, Sunday dance party. We got that. We can slide that in there somewhere for sure.
Angela love a layup, child.
Yes, I do. 100% child. I'm being put on the free throw line all the time. Let me go ahead and shoot this layup.
I be trying to shoot Steph Curry and LaMelo Ball shots.
No, thank you.
Just half court. Why
Layups
not?
count just as much. Thanks.
Let me just hit this half court shot
Yeah,
right quick.
hell no. I'm trying to hit a layup.
Oh, that's the logo?
Yeah.
That's me.
But yeah.
yes.
I like the idea of making Black History Month feel like a lituation for the kids.
I do too. They deserve it. It's definitely fun to watch them absorb that, George Washington Carver is the peanut man. It's also dope because it gives us an opportunity to
learn for sure.
and relearn.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that George Washington Carver was called, like, he dove into the peanut world in hopes of solving a problem with how cotton was impacting the soil.
Yeah.
And basically fucking up the ability to grow other
Anything.
basically anything. That's cool as fuck. I
So
thought he
smart.
was just into peanuts.
Yeah.
Which is like,
That's how
let
they
me
taught
study
it to
this
us
shit.
in school. They're like,
White people be so annoying, bro. White people they steal our history,
like,
they steal all the
"Wop,
shit,
bop, bop,
and then
peanut guy."
they tell a horrible version of
they're like, he
that
invented
story.
peanut butter. Like, why?
Oh, he like really liked peanut butter,
Because
and
why would, who's just inventing peanut butter? Just
I was
on
like,
bread?
damn, this nigga just fuck with peanut butter. That's cool.
Yes, child.
Come to find out,
He was trying to solve a very significant economic problem
literally,
that
and
nobody else could solve.
nobody else could figure out why these damn bugs
Yeah.
were eating up all the crops. And George Washington Carver was like, well, guess what? These bugs hate fucking peanuts.
That's right.
And niggas was like, what? And he's like, yes. So now that we're getting these damn bugs off the crops,
What else can we do?
What else can we do with these things? And also, you need to be growing other things year round, so that the soil is staying fertilized in a very scientific, natural, whatever the fuck way.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Point is, it is definitely brilliance.
Yeah. Way more than just like, not that like inventing peanut butter isn't dope, but like doing it for this specific, like that adds a lot more layer and context to like
why he fucks
these
with peanuts.
people were benefiting from how Black people continue to build this country, make the land, and not just growing, but profitable and sustainable for this, these fuck asses.
They told us that Rosa Parks was just tired. Oh, she didn't want it. She
didn't want to get up.
Just even reflecting on that shit.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't make sense, and it's kind of fucking hilarious. It's just like, Rosa Parks like, you know what? Fuck the law. I'm actually just going to sit down today. I've had enough.
That doesn't even sound like...
Rosa Parks said, I've had enough.
I'm done.
I'm tired.
All by herself.
Call the police.
Wasn't organized or nothing.
You know what? Call the police. I'm sitting down right here. Call the police. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired, nigga. It's low-key hilarious to me.
I will say though, as we wrap, like,
but for those who don't know,
Yeah.
'cause I think it is important to definitely
Educate the people.
educate the people on Rosa Parks, because Rosa Parks wasn't just a tired black woman. She was a seasoned organizer, vet.
She's part of a movement.
She's part of the movement. Her pops was a gangsta ass nigga on the fucking front porch with a shotgun, ready to shoot white supremacists. There was so much depth about Rosa Parks that they didn't teach us. And, you know, as we laugh and joke, as I laugh and joke, because, you know, reflecting back, now that I know who Rosa Parks is, and there's so much more.
The story they told us is such a joke.
The story they told us is such a joke and reflects how lazy and mediocre they are.
Mm-hmm.
And also the intentionality behind keeping away education and just real information away from us.
As much as white people push back on like Black History Month, on, you know, Indigenous Peoples Day, on like Hispanic Heritage Month and so on, like us pushing for these things is our attempt to help white America, like not save their souls, but like try to come close to live up to any type of semblance of like what they say that their values are. Like there's this frame that like it's for us. No. Like things like Black History Month, like yes, it is for us, but it is also for y'all. Y'all don't know shit about your history.
Y'all being white people.
White people, yes. They don't know shit about history. Therefore they are repeating history. So much so that now white people are getting killed in the streets. Not just Black people and people of color. So it's like these projects and programs, these cultural things, multiculturalism, whatever you want to call it, trying to work to make the culture more make institutions and cultures more representative of who the people are in this country. It is as much for white people as it is for us. And I just think that like it's such a short-sighted, silly way of going through the world, and they're completely negating the opportunity, like to save their own humanity. You know, like these are the Black, the brown, Indigenous history is the juicy shit of this country. For sure,
I do. So while I understand what you're saying, I think that Black history is more for us than it is for them, because they're going to treat us the way we let them treat us no matter what they know. And they know a lot. And
Interesting.
they're not going to, they have not been looking at us like, hey, niggas, you know, you can fucking telepathically communicate to each other. And they don't want to educate us. And so I think it's more for us so that we are gaining more confidence to be able to walk into spaces and say, no, niggas, you need to teach this entire county, this entire educational county, or this entire school system about Toussaint and the Haitian Revolution.
Yeah.
There needs to be more people that understand the history in such a significant way that they advocate for it in schools on many different levels beyond just college. And even in college, I feel like, you know, you have to be intentional about
100%
getting educated in that realm.
I mean, I think that is true too. I think the point I'm trying to make is that
they should be interested so that they're able.
It helps them survive. It helps this country survive, like, which is on, you know, teetering on maybe not so much.
I just think more so if I'm looking at the curriculum, looking at it from a curriculum level, I'm like, the targeted audience here is not, the white people don't show up on the target audience.
No.
They benefit from it.
Yes.
But, you know, and they could, like you're saying, they could.
And we should not center them in Black History Month.
Absolutely not.
We should not center them in Black History Month at all. That's not what I'm saying.
Word. I want to emphasize.
We should not center white people.
Yes.
Ever, honestly. But
Seriously.
definitely not during White History Month.
Black History Month.
Sorry. Did I just say White History Month?
Child.
Oh my gosh.
And this is why I had to just say what I had to say, because sometimes white supremacy could sneak up on you.
That was a definite sneak attack.
Yeah, white supremacy.
Somebody like took my tongue.
Gotcha, nigga.
Oh my gosh.
Speak for us.
We need to play optimistic after this in order to
Wash it
cleanse
away.
me. Yeah.
Sage. We gotta sage the vibes.
Terrible.
I'm telling you. But that is how white supremacy. That's actually, and we'll review the tapes, just to be clear.
Okay.
But if you in fact did say White History Month,
Yeah.
this is why it is important to really emphasize the prioritization of blackness and our people learning as much as we can about global blackness, the history of blackness,
Totes.
and all of its lineage and legacy, because there's so much white supremacy in the world and in the air and in our day-to-day that it could sneak up on someone
And grab you. Just
and you're a wise woman.
thank you.
Beautiful as fuck, but wise. Let's be wise.
I agree.
Okay, y'all. We have a lot in store this season.
Yeah. I'm just excited to be back.
I'm excited to be back too. Nice little therapy vibes.
Is it?
Again, I'm looking at this as an opportunity
To chat.
let me chat with my
Okay.
boo real quick.
All right.
Make sure she's not thinking about white supremacy in any type of way.
Lord, never
You
gonna
you
live
be
it down.
what were the Real Housewives of Utah, Sacramento, whichever one, and then your police shows, child. You be like, catch the bad guys.
All right. Well,
I apologize for this second half of the show if I did not prioritize enunciating.
it's a journey. We're working on it.
It's a journey. I am working on it.
You don't have to talk like a white dude to enunciate.
You're right.
Get it together.
That's what this episode should be called.
Don't have to talk like
You
a white
have
dude
to
to
talk
enunciate.
about like a white dude to enunciate.
Thank you all for sticking with us. We love you. We'll be in touch soon.
Peace. The N-Word Podcast is back. Holla at us in these streets. Like, comment, subscribe. We will be back for another episode. Until then, peace.